Hey yogi, welcome to class. If you're new to the channel, I'm welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. It is sick to practice with you again on YouTube. Before we jump into this little vinyasa practice, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please do. It just helps to grow the channel on the platform. And if you get to the end of the video and you enjoy it, give the video a like and leave me a comment. Let me know what you got on and what else you'd like to see from the channel, because we're always trying to bring new stuff out. Here comes Drakey. He'll probably go and sit down shortly. For this practice, a block or two would be handy. It's not going to be essential, but as always, a block might make the experience a little bit softer. And then from here, I'm going to actually sit on the block with the block in between my heels and squeeze the block with my ankles just to allow me to have a little bit of height to sit down and lift the hips a bit higher. So coming into a Virasana here with the block in between the heels and the sit bones on it. If you don't have a block, of course, you can come into any comfortable seat. I'm just going to take a little bit of a twisty pranayama to open up the airways and just to find a little bit of spinal rotation. If you know you've got high blood pressure or you're pregnant, I wouldn't advise doing this pranayama at speed. So we're going to start slow. So I want you to stay at a really steady pace and ignore my cueing if that's you. And of course, if this doesn't feel good, as always, don't do it. So you're going to take your hands and have them onto your shoulders and reach your elbows out wide. So you're trying to make yourself nice and open and wide here. And then on the inhale, we're going to turn to the left. On the exhale, we're going to turn to the right. In, out, in, out, in, out. And we're going to go a little bit faster. So in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. You can close your eyes if this is getting a little bit dizzy to keep your eyes open. But now I just want you to take it up 25%. So just go a little bit faster than you have been. In and out, in and out. Don't worry if these inhales and exhales are very short. We're trying to just find a nice twist here from the spine. So try and sit down onto your sit bones. So you're not moving your hips. You're just rotating through the central axis. And now we're really going to go as fast as we can. So in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Keep going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to center. Take a big inhale up the middle. And a long exhale. And again, big inhale. Long exhale. Release. Have a little shake. Hopefully that's found just a little bit of energy, getting that prana moving. You can come off your block here. And then let's start on all fours. Keep the block towards the top of your mat so you've got it handy. Gripping the mat with the fingers. Just taking some circles here over the wrists. Letting the shoulders roll one way and then the other way. Just trying to get a little bit of blood down into the hands, into the fingers. So softly grip the mat. And then flip the palms so that the left fingers point back. The right fingers point forward. And just see how that changes up the sensation a bit here. Flip the right fingertips back. So now both hands have fingers pointing back towards your knees. Change the direction of the circle. And then flip the left hand back forward so that you just have the right palm with the fingers pointing back here. Change the direction of the circles again. Nice, and then come into your tabletop position. From here, drop your belly and lift your chest. Come into your cow pose. And then as you exhale, reverse, cat pose, chin to chest. Inhale through to cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale. Last one here. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Come to neutral. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Find Ardha Mukha Svanasana. If you're like me, you'll have to wipe some dog hair off your mat. And then take a few bits of movement, a bit of wiggle. So the structure is the down dog, but within that is just freedom to move how feels nice, nodding the head, shaking the head, squeezing your armpits together, maybe lifting one arm up, just feeling what it's like to feel that push through one arm and really pushing away here. So no caving into the shoulder, and then maybe switch that arm, push into the other shoulder. Notice if one side feels like it's got more push than the other. It's totally normal. And then come to neutral. From here, roll into high plank pose. Look long, drop your knees as you exhale, lower and rise. Send your butt back, drop your forearms. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Nice. Roll into high plank. This time you can keep the knees lifted or lower them, but we lower and rise on the exhale. Drop your knees, send your butt back, drop your forearms. Pull yourself through into upward facing dog and wave it back. Downward facing dog. Roll into high plank. Exhale. Take the push up, drop the knees, send the butt back, drop the forearms, pull yourself into up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, your right leg goes nice and high, 3-leg dog. On your exhale, right foot journeys to your right thumb, drop your back knee. Inhale, rise, Anjaneyasana. Take opposite hand to opposite elbow here and send your elbows back. Send your shoulders back, send your elbows back, and then from here we'll twist to the right. Inhale to the center, twist to the left. Try and keep your hips nice and square. Inhale to the center, lean it back here, lean it back. And then exhale, hands to the mat. Step your right foot to meet your left, high plank pose. Exhale, lower and rise for the push-up. You can drop your knees, of course, through all these push-ups if you'd like, and then work your way into upward facing dog. Push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg will rise. Take it up nice and high here. Push into your hands. And then as you exhale, the left foot journeys to the left thumb. Drop the right knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana again, low lunge. Opposite hand catches opposite elbow, and take a different hand and elbow combo. So go with the way you normally do and then switch it, because we're creatures of habit generally. And then drop your hips down. Really try to drop the hips down, the knee forward as you send the shoulders back. Big inhale up the middle. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale up the middle. Exhale to the right. Notice you can't necessarily go as far if you keep the hips square. Inhale up the middle. Exhale to the left. Inhale up the middle. Exhale to the right. Release the hands. Plant the hands. Step your left foot back to meet your right. Lower and rise. Drop your knees. Send your butt back. Pull through into up dog. Push back into downward facing dog. Inhale, your right leg will lift. Exhale, your right foot journeys up to your right thumb. Bend your back knee deeply. Rise up with the arms out in front of you. Setting up for archer's lunge. Inhale here. As you exhale, imagine you're an archer stringing the bow. So pull your right arm back, opening up. I want this twist to come from the middle of your back. So try and keep your hips nice and square and turn from your mid back. Even if you can't twist as deep as you normally do, that's fine. See if you can drop the left knee down and pick it back up again. Feel the wobbles, drop the left knee down and pick it back up. Last one here, drop the left knee down, pick it back up, come back to center, plant the hands, step the right foot back, lower and rise on the exhale for the push-up, drop the knees and forearms and vinyasa here. Push back, downward facing dog, left leg up as you inhale. As you exhale, spring off your right foot, left foot to your left hand. Bend your back knee deeply, rise up, arms out in front of you. Setting up for archer's lunge again. So send your left knee nice and wide here so it's not caving in. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, string the bow on the left this time. So keep your hips square, keep them low. Twist from your mid-back. So this isn't the biggest twist that I've ever done here, but it's an honest one, right? I'm twisting from the middle of my back. Lower the right knee down and rise. Lower it down and rise. Lower it down and rise. Bring your arms back out in front of you. Plant the hands. Left foot goes back to meet right. Lower and rise. For the push-up, drop your knees, send the butt back, pull through. Upward facing dog, exhale. Downward facing dog, nice work. Right leg up, 3-leg dog. Exhale, right foot to right thumb. Rise into your archer's lunge again. As you exhale, take the twist. From here, see if you can just take a bit of a reverse lunge in the archer. So reaching back for your left leg with your right hand, reach your left arm over. Nice. As you exhale, left hand to the mat. Roll over your left foot. Find Vashisthasana on your left side here. Think about drawing your navel in. As you lift the hips, really scoop your left shoulder blade underneath you. As you exhale, right forearm to the mat. Roll into a forearm side plank on the right. So you're trying to knit the front ribs together with the top of your hip points. Roll it back, so left hand down, full Vashi. On the left, find your balance here. And then exhale, right hand down. Lower and rise for your push-up. Drop your knees and forearms. Pull into up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left foot to left thumb, rise up into archer's lunge preparation, arms out in front of you. And then exhale, open, take the twist. Really bend deeply through the left knee here. See if you can just lean back, bend in the right knee, catching hold of the right leg with your left hand and just reversing your archer here. Inhale, come back up. Right hand will plant down, roll over your right foot. Inhale, come up. Let your right hand come down. Roll onto the outer blade of your right foot and step your left foot back to meet it. Find Vashisthasana here on your right. Scoop your right shoulder blade under you. Then slowly, left forearm to the mat. Roll onto the outer blade of the left foot here. Find your forearm side plank. Right hand down. Roll back, side plank. Drop your left hand. Plank pose, exhale, lower. And rise for the push-up. Drop the knees, send the butt back. Drop the forearms, pull through. Upward facing dog. Push back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. You can step or you can jump switch here. So inhale, the right leg will lift. Exhale, right foot journeys to right thumb. If you're stepping, try not to lift your hands. Rise up, archer's prep. Exhale, open up, take the archer. Inhale, reverse the archer. Exhale, left hand down. Roll into side plank on the left. If you want to here, you can step the right foot behind, drop the hips, and then set up for your wild thing, Hamakrasana, lifting up and over. Start to square off, right knee into the chest as you inhale. Squeeze it in tight. As you exhale, right foot to the top of the mat. From here, flip the left palm, reach it up, and then see if you can just take a more traditional reverse lunge here. Bending through the back knee. Maybe you want to feel what it's like to straighten the front leg as you bend through the back. Roll forward, straighten both legs, kick your back heel in one. I like the block for this, but this is totally optional. Setting up for Parivrita Trikonasana, revolved triangle pose. So I like to kick the back heel in. Make sure the feet are hip distance. Reach your left arm up, right hand on hip, inhale. As you exhale, swing the hips back, back, back. Feel the right hamstring turn on, and then reach over for the twist, left hand outside your right foot. And then take your right arm and hand to the small of your back, or reach the right arm up for a deeper expression. Breathing here. Pressing into your left heel. If you can't feel it, you need to come higher up on the block. So you increase the height of the block so that you can press back into that left heel. Slowly lower. Slowly bend your right knee, remove the block. Step your left foot back a little bit and then come up into a 3-leg dog, taking the right leg high. 2 options here. You're either going to drive your right knee to your left tricep and hold it there. That's pretty tough, but I want you to hold it as high up the tricep as you can. Or we're going to take Ekapada Kundanyasana 1. So curl your right knee in, roll forward. I don't want weight on your right elbow. So make sure it's just your left arm taking the weight here. Come across the body, open up the legs, find Kundanyasana. Be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, swing back and take a vinyasa. That one sometimes can feel like a bit of a splat. So don't worry if that's what happened, let it go. Push back. Downward facing dog. You can jump or you can step. So inhale, left leg high, and then as you exhale, left foot journeys up to left thumb. Try not to lift your hand if you're stepping. Deeply bend the back knee, rise up, archer's prep. Inhale. Exhale, take the twist, open up, string the bow. Let your left hand come down. Take this kind of funky reverse warrior here, really reaching through your right hip. Exhale, right hand to the mat. Roll onto the outer blade of the right foot. Find Vashisthasana on the right side here. So really squeeze the right shoulder underneath you. Drive the left knee into your chest and step over for Wild Thing if you like. I like to come down first and then reach up and away. Looking back to the top of the mat, squaring everything off. Drive the left foot into the chest, left knee into the chest, and gently step the left foot back to the top of the mat. This time, your right hand is going to turn the palm facing upwards and come forward. Left hand seeking something on your right leg, whether that's the back of your leg, the back of your calf. Just breathe here. Really reach up and out of your right hip. Beautiful. As you exhale, roll up. We're going to straighten this front leg, but as I did last time, I'm going to kick the back heel in one and grab my block. It's just going to help with stability. So really plant your right foot down so the right heel is grounded. So if it's not grounded, then we're taking too much compensation. We want the hips to be square. We want to feel weight into that right foot. So from here, this time left hand to hip, right arm reaching up. Big inhale here, reach up and out of the ground. As you exhale, karate chop at the hips, send the hips back, back, back. Feel the left hamstring turn on and work. And then take your right hand to the outside of your left foot. Your left hand can stay at the small of your back, or you can open up for the full Parivrita Trikonasana. Keep trying to find the twist from the middle of your back here, not from your hips. Keep pulling the left thigh bone back under you and send the right thigh bone forward. Be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Look down, bend the left knee, remove the block. Step your right foot back a bit if you walked it in a little bit, and then plant the hands. Send the left leg high, 3-leg dog. So option 1, drive your left knee into your chest, tap your right tricep. Try and keep your shoulders square if you do that. Option 2, we'll take the arm balance. So I don't want the left arm to become a shelf. It's the right arm that's doing the work here. So roll forward. The left knee is going to come onto the back of your right arm and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, jump back, take the push up. Drop the knees, drop the forearms, look forward. Inhale, through to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. From here, look to the top of the mat. We've got a 10 count journey to the top here. So you're either going to really mindfully walk the feet up, or you can take a handstand hop or 2. But set yourself up, choose where you're going. Be there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Don't worry if you had to save it. I was going full over there if I hadn't. Let your feet come to hip distance. Let your head hang. Whew, I don't know about you, but that has cooked it up a little bit for me. Let everything hang here. Have a deep bend of your knees. Then from here, you're going to catch the underside of your heel with your hands. And now you're going to get it so that your knees come right into your armpits here. So a deep hang, Katona style hang. Then see if you can straighten your legs without losing that connection from your knees to your armpits. As soon as you lose the connection, you've gone too far. Hold here. Slowly look forward. Slowly bend your knees. Come down, release your hands. Come to toes pose. Sit nice and tall here. We'll take a twist in this toes pose just because we're super prepped for it, and maybe move into Pranayama. I'll face you for this because otherwise I'm going to end up in the plant, which is never good. So stay in this toes pose if you like, nice and equal. Or inhale, lift the spine. Exhale, turn to the right. Stay here. This is a great place to be. Or you're going to take your left arm, over your right thigh. I want you to keep the right arm free. So what we see a lot of is that people use both arms to create the shelf. I don't want you to do that. I want you to take this arm wider so that your shoulders can stay in line. So nice deep twist here, lean forward, then see if you can pop the feet. Maybe you can straighten the legs if you like, and then hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, bring it back in on 1, come back to the center. I'm literally eating my ponytail here. It's not nice. Sit nice and tall. I'll face you the other way for this. So if you're in the toe stand, sit up tall, try to keep the knees level. As we turn, one knee is going to want to come forward and the other knee is going to track back. And that's because we're turning from the hips. If you keep the hips nice and level, then you can stay level as you turn. You might not turn as much, that's fine. So if you're going for the twisted toe stand, that's what I want you to do. Keep the knees level. If you're coming for Pranayama, then inhale, lift, exhale, twist, and then set yourself up. So deep twist here, getting your left thigh onto your right your right upper arm, and then twist. Hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back. I realize it was 5 count before, but there we go. One side maybe worked a little bit more for us there, and that is totally fine. From here, we're just going to drop our heels and come all the way onto our back, bringing your knees with you. We're just going to take a symmetrical pose here. We've been going twisting right, left, right all practice. I just want you to feel straight up the middle here. So the options would be a headstand, if you fancy that. If you've got that in your bag and you want to play with headstand, great. Come to sit up and set yourself up, or a plow pose, or potentially a shoulder stand. So something where we're taking our feet up and over our head in some capacity. You could even lay with your butt up against a wall. I don't really have a suitable wall to prep this because of that radiator. Take your butt up against the wall and just hold your legs, let your legs hang on the wall. If that's a beautiful way to actually finish the practice as well. So if you've got a wall and you want to do that, grab the wall. If you want to use the wall because you're going to go into a headstand, brilliant. I'm going to take a nice soft plow pose. So that's what I will cue you into. So spine is nice and neutral on the mat. Arms will come alongside you. And then from here, we're going to lift our hips up and over, feet up and overhead. And then I'm just going to bend the knees here and catch hold of the feet. And just try to make this a soft halasana, soft plow pose. If you come into this and you feel like you've not got a lot of space in your neck, then I want you to come out of it and grab a blanket and pop a blanket so that your blanket goes to the edge of your shoulders and then your head and your neck hang off the blanket. It's just going to give a little bit more height and a bit more space so that you've got more space in your neck, because obviously your neck is super precious and we want it to have space, and we want to keep the head and the heart highway, which is the neck, nice and open and available. If you're in the headstand, work your way down now. If you're with me, roll down. If you've taken legs up the wall, feel free to stay there because that's a nice spot to hang in for Savasana. And on the subject of Savasana, find your way comfortably onto your mat and then take your legs out long. Allow your head to come down onto the ground. Allow it to be supported by the mat. And then turn your palms up into a receiving position. Let go. Quite a fast practice. We didn't do a huge amount of pause there. So just notice how that has shifted maybe some energy that you have in the body. Hopefully it's cultivated a little bit of vitality and that feeling of like alive, the heart's beating. But just allow that now to leave you. Allow that piece of the practice to just wash over you and then just wash away from you like a wave coming out from the shore. Allow your breath to go back to a regular autopilot, because it's doing that for you pretty much all the time. So just allow it to go into autopilot and to go into a regular breath cadence. As always, yogi, I won't stay with you for this Savasana, but I invite you to stay for as long as you can. And just enjoy it. Enjoy allowing the body to find ease now that you've moved it, now that you've flowed and found a bit of a flow state. This is where I will leave you until we meet again on the mat. Have a beautiful rest of your day, yogi. Thank you.